Hello, Aries, and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading. Let's see what's happened in the past. What is the theme of your reading? What is the energy? It is about insecurity, feeling a little insecure, yet you. Let's see how the reading goes. It could be, feeling insecure about what you're persisting with, and you probably are wondering whether you should continue with this, or it could be that you feel a little insecure, but you feel that you should that you are pursuing something even though you don't feel very good about it. Let's see what the tarot will tell us, but it's definitely something you are not very confident about with respect to continuing with something. Let's see. We have the Justice card here. Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and we have the Three of Wands. So, Aries, your energy is about being a little, unbiased, towards, I wouldn't say unbiased, but I think, you are doing whatever it takes to keep things in balance. Okay, we've got the balance card here, we've got the balance card here. This is also the card of juggling. So you are doing the right thing, the most appropriate thing in the past, with an eye to the future, that sooner or later you will probably get clear your direction will be more clear, your path will be clear. But in the past, whether you have liked it or not, whether you have wanted to do it or not, you've been doing it out of fear or any kind of insecurity. You have persisted with things in the past, Aries, and you have been you have been putting that energy in it. You have all said and done, the King of Wands, or not most, all the kings are about mature energy. All right, so with maturity you have been putting in that little drive, that little passion towards things which need to be done, which ought to be done, keeping things in balance, probably doing everything, whether you're doing it out of insecurity, fear, whatever it is. You might not really like what you're doing, but for some reason you feel that the best course of action so far has been to do what is required, and maybe in the future things are going to get better. So that has been your past for now, Aries. Let's look at the present. So you have persisted with doing the most just thing, the most fair and balanced way of has been adopted. You have adopted it to and proceeded with things in the past. It's been a bit of a juggling act, slightly rocky road, but you have maintained your composure and your calm as well. So let us look at energies of the present. We have wisdom, which is crossed by enlightenment, and this particular path has, the way the cards are saying, has given you some kind of insight, has given you some kind of wisdom, has given you some kind of enlightenment as well, whether it's about yourself, whether it's about people in general, whether your spiritual beliefs have strengthened in this point in time with the experiences you have had. And all in all, you feel that it has been though the road and the ride has been rather rough, but you have gained a lot just being with this process. And I guess you also feel very thankful and grateful that you persisted, regardless of how you felt. You persisted with your duties, responsibilities, and you did whatever you were supposed to do at that point in time. So we have this Fool card over here, which talks of a new journey, probably the spiritual journey, the journey of finding deeper meanings to life, the journey of figuring out things, understanding things, getting the wisdom, getting the guidance. This has put you on that path of exploring that a little more. And I think even in the past, you were Aries, probably I guess, we'll just leave it at that. That, all your insecurities, whatever you had, you finally figured out that, you dealt with them, you were brave enough to face them, you persisted regardless of whatever fear and insecurity you were having. Because now, being on the spiritual path, probably you have gained insight into, that fear, you've gained insight into that insecurity, you've learned how to deal with it, you've got a grip on it, you've got an understanding of it, you've got a certain acceptance of it, and all that spiritual journey which is started now is all helping you deal with all of that. And you are being persistent with it, with the Seven of Wands. You're continuing with whatever you are doing because you feel that it is giving you all the answers and solutions, as well as closure. I was just saying closure when I pulled out the Ten of Wands for you. So it is, giving you the closure and putting an end to all these kind of patterns which you have been carrying, Aries, for the in the past. So you've realized that it was there, but going through with things, persisting with things, has let you, put an end to, these kind of lower vibration feelings. You feel successful in having overcome all of that. I mean, it's a card of achievement, it's a card of success, it's also a card of abundance, right? So you do feel, that feel good factor is there, that I have achieved what I wanted to. I have achieved victory over these insecurities, I have learned how to deal with them, I have learned how not to give in to them, I have learned how to harness my power, wisdom, and your confidence in dealing with this and not buckling under the pressure and not giving into it. So that is exactly what the Seven of Wands is, holding your own, holding your energy, holding your your strength, your wisdom, all of that. It's been a long journey, but at the end of it, you have a lot to gain, and new doors opening up for you, all thanks to all what you have experienced in the past. What's coming up for you, Aries? Let's see, instinct. So whenever we do follow the spiritual path, the most important thing one realizes is that what your inner guidance is telling you, what your instincts are telling you, are always correct. It's always correct. That is how we learn that. The first thing is that instinctive reaction, instinctive response to something, an event or a situation or a person or a thought, that needs to be cultivated. And in days to come, you will see your instincts getting heightened and sharpened. Now your instincts are also opening up again, like I said, a new path. The old process, the old roads, the old methods are not working anymore. You've given that up, you've reached the end of it. Now you're looking at new vistas, you're looking at new beginnings, you're looking at a whole new way of being and living, which this it gives you a lot of peace of mind. I think to be to follow the spiritual path with a lot of dedication and seriousness, and also to live by your instinct also. I think it gives you a lot of peace, it gives you a lot of it gives you the ability to relax, because now when you rely on it for all answers, it doesn't take too much time and effort to figure out things. You're just kind of trusting this and staying with it. Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So what is coming up is, again, see, we've got the Ten of Cups under the Ten of Swords. There is a cycle which you have ended for yourself, Aries, no doubt about it. And with the end of a cycle, and now you're looking at new beginnings for yourself. They are not yet there, they are on the horizon, but it all looks very nice, it looks very exciting, it looks very interesting to deal with things from that perspective, to live a life from a new perspective, and looking at how you are going to proceed with spirituality as your base, connection with the universe as your base, looking at universal guidance for everything and following that path, rather than too much of your own thinking and your own likes and dislikes. I think it's taught you this past events have basically taught you all of this, and to tell you that that is the path we all need to follow, because we are all souls who are on a journey over here. So that soul journey and the soul path is what is most important. It is the thing which you need to follow, and things around it in the material plane will automatically follow through if you hold on to that. Let me get you a card of challenges, Aries. This new path seems a little you feel that here you are going to be on your own, and that is true. The spiritual path, one needs to walk on it, but all alone for a period of time, because it is all about self discovery. So you might feel a little lonely on this path, you might miss a companion, you might miss people accompanying you, being there with you. That is the challenge, but this is something which each and every one of us will experience, that a certain distance has to be traveled alone, because we really need to at that point in time trust the universe. Until we don't develop that trust and faith that I'm not alone, the universe is with me at every step, we need to really really inculcate that. So that could be a challenge, but having seen the reading, now you do know that you really need to focus on building your bond with the universe, and always knowing that it is actually walking one step ahead. Even though we cannot see it, we just need to develop that trust that on this path the universe is constantly around us. And that is what we are all learning, when we walk on the spiritual path, that just trust the universe always, and sooner and late or later, the other people who match your vibration will come along. But for now it might feel a little daunting, but that is the way it is, Aries. What's your guidance? The hangman is the best card to get as far as a spiritual reading is concerned. Your guidance is just let it be, go with the flow, just trust the universe, see where it takes you. That is the only thing you can do, and that is the most difficult part about a spiritual journey, because we are depending on something which is unseen. There is no physical tangible proof of it, that the universe is there. We see it all around, but we are so used to having confirmation at the physical plane, or physical support, but that it's a little difficult to trust and believe in the unseen and in the unknown. But just go with the process, and that is what your guidance is. Let's get an art card of an outcome for you. Knight of Swords. The more you do it, the more things will flow, the more rapidly, your journey will pick up pace. Your journey is all set to pick up pace, provided you just flow with the things, and you just trust them and go with them, and you see things picking up for you. Let me get your universal notes and universal messages for you. Okay. So let's get, what does the universe want to tell you? It wants to give you some message for sure, Aries, here. See, it says you were born with that it quality. So, you have it in you to do it, and you also know that, there is something which is unique and special about you, and that is why you are on this path. So, you are born for this, yeah, okay, and you know what to do. So inwardly, what is the path you need to follow. So just do it, because you have this is part of your journey, this is part of your incarnation, that this particular quality of your connection with the spirit world, and how quickly you understand it, how quickly you grasp it, how quickly you connect with it, that is there for a reason. You need to be on this path to explore everything, and you know what to do. We got additional messages which says pucker up, buttercup. So don't feel despondent and low. It's all fine, it's all good. Keep it simple, don't complicate things for now, just let it be and go in the flow of things. Most people are just trying to survive, and here you have that you have that so much that support of the universe, and people, and where a lot of people are trying to be on the spiritual path and trying to get a opening to be on that and to live like that. You already have it in you, Aries. You don't have to try to be on the spiritual path, you're born with it. So just now it's the time for you to let it just flow. Don't try, keep it simple. You have it in you, just walk the path, and the universe is supporting you in all ways, from all directions, and looking after you. So what other people are trying to do, you have it inherently, you're born with it. So just now it's time for you to let it flow, and let it take you wherever it is supposed to take you. You don't need to do much, you just need to follow, Aries. Okay, so with that I'll wrap it up for you, and thank you for watching.